What's up, everyone? I'm your host, DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, aka It's Okay to Kill Your Friends, aka I got powerbomb off of a fucking skyscraper in Rumbleverse. Craziness.
I can agree with that statement DJ made.
Who else is here?
It's your boy Jordan, aka JXBot, aka Jordan Power Washing LLC, for all your power washing needs.
This man got a strong arm.
Well, I'm not. All right, dude. Look up power washing and stop being weird. Jesus.
Who, me? Weird? Who else is here?
Avery. I can out weird you, but I'm not going to because this is a family podcast.
Nice.
That is who we are. Now you know that. Press X Start Podcast is a weekly show where we talk about the latest gaming news, review the biggest games, and give you our thoughts on the games we are playing. Our goal is to expand the video game media landscape through an underserved point of view. Normally, we jump into the quick hits, but before we do that, we have a announcement / pat on our backs because right this second, our last quick hit video on YouTube is almost at 1,000 views.
Oh,
it's almost at 1,000 views. This, you might be wondering, 1,000 views, that's nothing. I see YouTube videos all the time that has 200K views, 300K views, 50K views. What's 1,000? 1,000 is nothing. 1,000 is everything to us. 1,000 is everything to us. Okay? So if you haven't watched that quick hits, just jump onto our channel, subscribe, like the video, and then just watch it. Just watch it. That's all you got to do. Get us to 1,000. We're almost there. Avery. So last episode, you were talking. Yes, you are. And we love you for it. Well, so last week, you were talking about Call of the Lamb, and you had said that you were close to beating that game. So give us an update. What happened?
Literally the hour after we wrapped recording last week's episode, I beat the game. I was that close to the ending.
Wow. All right, then.
Yeah. Two points about earlier in the game. It is not a very long game in terms of exploring it. Like a dungeon run can go anywhere from, especially when they're difficult, from 5 to 10 minutes. And you have to beat every dungeon 4 times. So just going through the dungeons like the 4 times plus the boss is like less than an hour, probably 45 minutes at best. And there's only 4 of them, and then there's a boss at the a end boss at the very end. So I beat Cult of the Lamb. I enjoy the game. It's very much a 4 out of 5 game to me. 4.8 game. It's really fun. If you want, if the idea of it being a roguelite Hades-esque Animal Crossing game appeals to you, definitely play that game. It's super fun for that. In that regard, how should I wrap this up by saying that I find the difficulty curve in this game doesn't make any sense.
Really?
Like in terms of it being a roguelite, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I fought the final boss 3 times, and I failed 3 times. I failed 2 times before I beat it. And when I tell you that the final time I faced him, like, I guess whatever random shit they gave me just melted him.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So it wasn't even like the difficulty changed. It was just like, oh, the random weapon I was given was just broken. So like I just did a shit ton of damage to him, and I just moved on.
Okay.
The final boss also prevents you from the way it's structured. It prevents you from dying, coming back to life. So
okay. So once you die, it's like that's it.
It's game over. You have to start over.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said last episode, I also downloaded Cult of the Lamb. I got it for the Nintendo Switch because I was kind of going back and forth between do I want to play this handheld or play it on my TV. I went handheld. I don't regret it. I was playing the game, having a great time, and I ran into a bug. So Avery had mentioned in the chat last week about what do you say, cult of the lamb, more like
cult of the game breaking bug.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I laughed at that. I was like, ha ha ha, okay, hopefully that doesn't happen to me.
That happens to you.
So, I ran into a bug where I came back to my village. I was tending to my people, my peeps, my servants, and I am unable to leave my village. I cannot go out and I can't go into the dungeons and do the dungeons thing. Up until this point, I was having a great time with the game. I really enjoyed this game. In some of the impressions I was listening to, someone mentioned playing it on hard because that will give you a better challenge or experience or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll do that. So I put the game on hard. The combat is easy enough where I haven't really had too much of a difficulty other than them giving you stuff that you can't really do too much with. And then even for me at that point, I've kind of just be like, all right, cool. This run is just a wrap. That's fine. Like there's no real loss to that because as Avery mentioned before, when you die, it doesn't really do much other than you go back to your village and you go back into the dungeon and do the same thing over again because roguelike. I really, really like the Animal Crossing aspect of the game. I think that is really cool. I think it's innovative. Because for me, a person who played hours and hours and hours and hours of Animal Crossing back in 2020, like it is so great to have your little homies, your little peeps, your little servants, and it's like, why are you pooping in the middle of like, what are you doing? So like I really do enjoy that, and I like upgrading the village and like making it better and better. I just hate the fact that my experience is hopefully I can figure this out and I can continue my experience and actually beat this game because I really don't necessarily want to start over. So that's kind of where I'm at with this game. I was having a good time. I am still having a good time in the village. I'm able to still interact with those villagers and do the stuff in there and kind of build myself up. But I just got to figure out how to get out of my stupid village so I can go kill some things and bring things back to them and more villagers. So that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I'm not in a point of scoring the game yet because I need to play more of this. I haven't even beat the first boss yet, so that's where I'm at. Avery, did you score this? I'm not.
Yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5.
Okay, right. Okay, cool. All right. The other game I want to talk about before Jordan talks about the games he's been playing is a little game called Rumbleverse. Have y'all heard about the Rumbleverse?
Yes, I watch Kind of Funny, so I hear about it every day.
Okay. So for those who don't know, Rumbleverse is essentially, let me see if I could pull this gameplay up while I'm talking about it. Rumbleverse is essentially Fortnite, but instead of guns, you have wrestling moves and wrestling maneuvers.
Whoa. You have guns. These guns.
Yeah, you nailed it. Good job.
Whatever.
Yeah, so
I eat crickets.
Rumbleverse. So like that's pretty much the main difference between Rumble, because Rumbleverse is also a battle royale style game. And I was like, oh, this is cool because they showed it a while ago, and I was like, oh, I'll give this game a shot. Like it's free to play. Like why not just jump in and play? This is an issue on my part. I should have done the tutorial. But I didn't do it, and I was like, I'll figure this out while I'm playing the game. So I jumped in, and much like Fortnite, you have that little starting area where you can kind of just do stuff. You can figure out the controls before you actually go into the area to actually fight and survive to win the. I don't know what you win at the end of this. Obviously, I didn't get that far. So I jumped into the game. I played the game. I played one round. I was like, okay, this is interesting. I'll play a couple more to get a better sense of the game. The second round I started, I was in the queue. I was waiting. 30 seconds passed. I was like, oh, this is taking a long time. A minute passed. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Is there anyone else playing this game? A minute 30 passed. I was waiting for a match for a whole minute and 30 seconds. I was like, what is going on with this game? Is no one playing this game?
Check your ping, bro.
And there was so much stuff on screen. I couldn't even tell you where my ping was to even check it. Okay. But like, I think that second match took a minute 45 before I actually got into a lobby with people to play. Mm-hmm. Got into a lobby. I spawned on top, or I shot myself into the world. I landed on this building. I was collecting stuff, and some guy came from out of nowhere, up from the sky, dropping down like fucking Superman, and just knocked me off the building and powerbombed me all the way down to the bottom. I was
How
dead.
tall is this building?
Bro, I was falling for like maybe like 5 in-game seconds. I was like, God damn. Needless to say, I completely died and I had to restart this whole minute and 30 process over.
And this was solos. I saw it had like multiple people.
It was solos, yeah. So like that broke my heart a little bit. I had a good time dying because I was just like, no, this is crazy. But at the same time, it's like that the fact that it took me so long to get into the match is so ridiculous. Like that. They have an issue. I looked it up afterwards. They have an issue. They know that, their wait times is too long. So that's going to be a thing that is fixed later on down, like, further into the lifespan of this game. I don't know. I finally found the gameplay. I don't know how long this is going to last. I think the gameplay is good. I am not in love with it. Like, I think there's weird like delays that are happening with the combos that you can do. Like the developers talk about how, they make fighting games. So they wanted this to have a more fighting game tilt to it. And I think I can definitely feel that and I can see that. But I think just because you have a fighting game tilt to it, that doesn't mean that, you can't improve on that. And I think there needs to be a bit more tweaking because like you do a combo and then you kind of stop after the combo. And normally that delay is fine, but the delay feels a little too long. So, if you're fighting someone, they kind of bait out the combo and then they can pretty much do whatever they want in that like play period. So it doesn't necessarily feel too good. Like there's a dodge and there's like a counter and stuff. But yeah, so I haven't deleted off my console, but I'm probably going to wait like a couple of months and try this game again. I literally stopped playing this and went to multiverse.
Yeah, it could. This game could literally go to one of two ways in terms of its popularity. It could go the Knockout City thing, where Knockout City is a sustainable game. It has its audience. It's chugging around. It's not super popular, but it's popular enough to sustain itself. Or it could go Rocket Arena way, where Rocket Arena was an EA original that had a big splash, people talking about it, and then died just like that.
I forgot about Rocket Arena. Yeah. Jeez. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing new this week. Before we jump into the games that Jordan has been playing, if you're enjoying this episode, we ask that you please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you have not done these things already. Shame on you if you haven't, by the way. If you're listening to us, please pause the podcast and leave us a review on the podcast service you're using because we could really use those reviews. It fills us. It keeps us. What's the word for being full? What's the opposite of hunger? Sustained. It keeps us sustained. You see what I did there? What I did there? So sustain us, please. If you do those things, we greatly appreciate it because you'll keep us full. And you want us full because if we're full, we make great content. So keep us full. All right. With that being said, all right, Jordan, what have you been playing? Because boy, is this a list.
Nah, I'll be quick because we already talked about it in the past, long ago. And please don't drag me too much. But this is my first time playing God of War because I just never got around to it. I mean, like when I got the PS4.
What you mean you ain't never played God of War?
Listen. Listen, when I got the PS4, I mainly got it for Battlefield because all my friends moved over to PS4 for Battlefield.
Okay. Yeah.
And then when I moved into my house, like back in 2019, I was gonna play it. I was gonna play it then, but I was like, you know what? I want to do this right. I want to make sure that I had a nice sound system for it, and I do. And yeah, I am truly enjoying this game. Like I get it. In no way was I in no way did I ever dispute the quality of God of War. I trust you. I trust Avery. I trust Dodge. I've heard all your takeaways. I know it was a great game, but I also have my own opinions on it too, and they're not too dissimilar from yours. I mean, it's great. It's challenging. It can be frustrating at times, and like the Christopher Judge, amazing performance, Atreus, all that, blah blah. It's a great game. I'm playing it in service of God of War Ragnarok when that comes out, so I'll be prepared for it. I was going to skip this game and go right into God of War Ragnarok. I was warned against that. And yeah, no, like with the sound system, it's amazing, like thundering. Very surprised my neighbors have not called me up to tell me to turn my shit down. Hearing a bunch of boy and fucking trees blowing up and all that shit. But yeah, that's a great game.
They're like, is he into some racist shit over there? What is happening?
I know, right? Who's calling me boy? Christopher Judge is calling me boy. But yeah, so God of War. And I'll have that done by the time God of War Ragnarok comes around, and then I'll play that with y'all in conjunction.
Hey, so you know what's funny about that? Right before you jump into the next game, I actually had the urge to replay God of War before God of War Ragnarok comes out too. So, but I was planning on doing it. I think because it comes out in November. I was gonna do it either late September or early October. Like just so it's a little closer to God of War Ragnarok, so I have it fresh in my head.
But yeah, I would not do that because I have a sneaking suspicion that God of War Ragnarok is going to be just like God of War. So instead of preparing yourself, you're going to burn yourself out of God of War Ragnarok super early, especially in that game. Like, this isn't like me replaying The Last of Us. Like, it's a 10-hour game. I played it like 4 times at this point. It's a 6-hour game now. Yeah. This is God of War. It's like a 20, 40-hour game.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I will say the beginning of it was I was like trying to get into it and understand the movements and stuff, especially compared to the previous God of War games. But a game that I absolutely loved. I think this is my 3rd time playing. I am playing Spiderman Remastered. The Sony showcase. We'll probably talk about that in a future episode. Spider-Man 2 is still set for next year, but we will see. Spider-Man Remastered. Yeah, no, this game is just chef's kiss, man. I love Insomniac. I love what they do. I had my girlfriend. She watched me play it. She's like, just like watching a movie. Like, goddamn right, it's like watching a fucking movie. Watch this. Watch me kill these dudes because they're not surviving that fall, my guy. I launched them down. Yeah, no, I think this is my 3rd time playing it, and just how they were just able to nail the melee combat, the fluidity of it, and how they were to encapsulate the Spider-Man feel. I saw, and also Spider-Man Remastered came out on PC, which was a big thing this week. Saw the comparison videos. I playing on the PS5. Not too different, there's some improvements in the reflections, but you have to, when it comes to that fucking bullshit of comparing, it does a disservice to the game itself. I'm not going to stand on a skyscraper, look at it and say, oh, I can now see more of the skyscraper behind me. No, that's not why I'm playing Spider-Man. I'm playing Spider-Man for other things. So, all those comparisons, Digital Foundry, I know they do good work, but I'm not here for it. In all forms, PS4, PS5, PC, Spider-Man is an excellent game. But this also will be the first time I'm playing Miles Morales. I got the Miles Morales Ultimate Edition, which Gaming Remastered together, and Sony was having a sale too. I plan on remember, my account was hacked, and someone bought Miles Morales using my account.
Oh, yeah.
Way back when. Yeah. I was like, fuck that! No, sir.
Oh, man.
No. I will buy this game on my own terms. But Sony was very good at giving my money back, so good job, Sony. And also I'm playing Yakuza Kiwami 2. Very goofy. This is the end of the trilogy portion of Kiru Saga, which is Zero, Kiwami 2, even though Zero came out after Kiwami 2, it's all over the fucking place. Stupid as hell, fun as hell. This game pretty much wraps up all of the dumbass narratives of everyone who died, everyone that betrayed you, all your stuff, and now I was having a discussion in the chat, like someone asked us a comment about where this fits. Kiwami 2 is the best one I played so far, but that being said, I have 5 more to fucking go, and then I have Judgment, which is 2 other spin-off games. So it'll be a cool 2 years before I can answer that question. Yeah, and I know Sean is also playing a game, so I'm interested to see if he gets. It's either you like it or you don't. Like, this is not a game for everyone, to be honest. But I am happy to see a lot more people are experiencing it. And yeah, I decided to work out more so I can be more like Kiru-san. I'm trying to be.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
you got your goals right there.
And one thing I'll also say, which what I am noticing theme wise in terms of how Yakuza games are structured, they give you all your abilities in the first 5 hours, and then you're just doing the same thing for the next 12. That's what Yakuza is.
Oh,
you're super strong,
yeah,
and you're beating up everyone. Like, there's no weighted against you when it comes to bosses or cheap enemies. You're just tearing like a fucking hot knife through butter. The game is like, it's a power trip. The game is a literal power trip. But finally, I am playing probably one of my best games of the year. I'm just flying out to say that. Fucking game though. Powerwash Simulator. I get it. There's this weird tinge of the video game community that's a lot of simulators. I get it. You're able to gamify a pretty monotonous thing, but at the same time make it engaging and both therapeutic. Like, basically a power wash simulator, you're just going around power washing things. Playgrounds, you're power washing like cars and weird like boats and stuff. And what I like to do is put music on in the background, and I'm doing this for 2 to 3 hours. Well, not 2 to 3 hours. I'm doing that. Maybe an hour and a half. I'll just go around and clean. You can play with multiple people. There's no couch co-op though, unfortunately.
You tell me you could power wash together in this game?
You can power wash with other people. I had someone jump in my game and start power washing with me. It was very odd. But
uninvited? Like, they just...
Yeah, I think my session was open. Someone decided to fucking, like, one of my friends decided, someone who was on my friends list decided to join me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Power Wash Simulator, and I'm now curious about other simulators. I might try Farm Simulator, Train Simulator. I am interested in this simulation thing. At first, the same way I chastised Yakuza, it wasn't until I tried it. I was like, oh, now I get it. Now I get it. So we'll see if I come back on that simulator game next time y'all see me, but we'll see. But number one, Power Wash Simulator.
Farming Simulator. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see.
Side note. I really hate YouTube ads. That's all I'm gonna say. I really hate YouTube ads. But yeah, that's really cool. Like, the thing is, Power Wash Simulator looks like a game that I could put on while I'm working, because you don't necessarily have to look. Yeah. It is good background noise, and then every once in a while you're like, oh, you're washing a car. Oh, you're washing the street. It's cool.
I tell you, I have pretty acute OCD, and this game is therapy. Like, this has helped me handle a lot of things. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, if you can find value in that game like that, then yeah, that's definitely a win. For sure. Okay. All right. I think we have covered all the games we have been playing and all the news there is for this week. This has been another episode of Press X to Start Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed making it. Don't forget, again, do not forget to like this video, to hit that subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell. If you are listening to us, please make sure you pause the podcast, go to your podcast service, and leave us a cool review. Leave us a great, cool review. Again, if you leave us a good review, Sean will find you. Okay? Sean will find you. He finds everything for us. There is a gnat on the side of my water bottle. Very disrespectful. Yeah. So yeah, you can find all details and more on our website at pressx2start.com. Until next time, we'll be talking about Gamescom stuff. Yeah. You're gonna get a whole lot of Gamescom stuff, so get ready for that. Well, until then, you take care, you be safe, you have fun, you play games, and you wash both hands. And the bottom of your feet, you disgusting son of Yeah, that's it. We're done, guys. We did it.
What episode is this?